At UTS, we have been aware how fast mobile computers and smartphones are coming into students' and teachers' lives, and we've been on a journey as we try to keep up and respond to their arrival in our classrooms. Students and teachers at UTS are constantly discovering and trying out new applications of handheld and mobile technology in various contexts within the school. In the background, students are using these technologies all the time and integrating the devices into their own learning, checking references, looking things up on the internet, sending text messages, and the teachers were challenged to keep up. So after the initial reaction of trying to ban the phones, limit their use, teachers and administrators began to see the opportunities for real integration. Teachers began using handheld technology as a learning resource, and we are all still learning together. One of our first steps as a school was to offer teachers a tablet computer to experiment with and ask them to find ways to enhance their teaching. They immediately began to try out different applications. It was exciting to see teachers record students at the lab bench in the science classroom, use these videos to provide descriptive feedback for improving student performance. Videos of students engaged in different stages of the inquiry process were used as exemplars to provide models for other students. Instead of just watching student presentations, the teachers started recording the presentations to support their feedback, also to use as models for future use. Being able to easily keep a photographic record of student learning was powerful. Teachers and students began to extend their understanding of how phones and tablets could be an essential tool in the inquiry process. These devices were used to gather and record data, to take notes, to photograph and tag evidence, and to record audio and video evidence. Probes, GPS devices, and other handhelds were used as well to collect information. Organizing and labeling data was facilitated through handheld devices. Social networking environments like Facebook or Pinterest were used to collect and post and share photo images, audio recordings, and comments. Students began again to take the lead. They developed spreadsheets to share data on university admissions. They used Facebook pages for student government planning. They used mobile devices and Google Docs to take and share notes at meetings, which reduced the time and effort required. In the classroom, students also started to use mobile technology to gather and record evidence, analyze and evaluate data during investigations, look up terms using Wikipedia and other databases, and to communicate their findings, often creatively in the form of photo displays, infographics, and documentaries. Data organization, analysis, and evaluation were facilitated by the use of handheld devices. Students on a field trip, such as the one to the zoo that you will see in this module, could collect information, organize and label it, and share it with group members. Students also started making their own video products on their tablets, prezzies, Wordles, posters, blogs, and TEDx-style presentations, to name only a few, providing them with more powerful tools for communicating their learning and in new and more impactful ways. Teachers offered students choice and encouraged creative use of media. What I always find fascinating about the integration of handheld and mobile technologies in our classrooms is that students are leading the way, applying what they're doing with friends and in their non-school life to their work and social interactions in the classroom. Students are using many forms of technology to form social networks and to connect, sometimes 24/7, sometimes in ways that worry adults. As a community of educators and parents, we recognize the need to provide boundaries to keep students safe, but I have learned not to say no too quickly and to work with students and teachers to critically review new applications or approaches and seek creative solutions. At this time, I would like to introduce Simon Cheng from our IT and Media Services Department.
At UTS, we're also introducing a BYOD, Bring Your Own Device program, like so many other schools in our country. The historic efforts to provide a uniform laptop or tablet solution for all students were expensive and didn't always provide the best device for every student in every situation. We recognize that students and teachers want to personalize their devices. We are striving to provide equity of access to basic devices which all students use, and we are challenged to support this on our school network, but we are making the effort. We have a number of computer labs where students can do research and a whole class can go in and do heavy processing as well, like video editing. We have laptop carts that can go to different classrooms and provide laptops for all the students in the class. We also have a number of tablets that the teachers can use to project wirelessly to the projectors in the classrooms. We also have some phones that computer science department is using to let the students program apps for the phones. We also have a number of Chromebooks that we use to supplement the BYOD program so that if any students don't have their own laptops to bring into the school, they can borrow one from us for the school year that they can take home and can use as their own laptop for the year. One of the issues we run into is with bandwidth, especially over the wireless. It's not so much a problem when students are logging in and just doing research, searching for terms, but especially when there's high definition video involved. If there's a class doing, say, 30 students all watching high definition video of a game or YouTube videos at the same time, it can cause lag issues. And to fight that, we've been adding more access points and then also sometimes suggesting lowering the resolution settings on the videos. Also, when using so many different devices and different platforms, you sometimes find that they don't necessarily communicate with each other too well. One of the strides we're making to get around this is implementing the Google apps, which can be used on just about any platform. So it's easy to create a Google Doc and share it, and whether you're on an iPad or a laptop or a desktop, you can still access it and edit it. So that's hopefully will make a unified platform that everyone can use.
An interesting bonus of individualizing and personalizing mobile learning is that we are now better able to meet the needs of students with individual learning differences. Students with processing issues can slow down the speed of listening to a video. They can have text read to them at the same time they are reading. They can use graphic organizers and checklists to guide their learning. Scaffolding has become much more seamless and customized to the needs of every student. Mobile and handheld devices are truly facilitating and enhancing inquiry-based learning. We need as educators to be open to their potential and to be prepared to let students lead the way.